up, I attended Sunday school at Church in Namakgale. I bake.
Okay.
Okay, I own a restaurant and I bake. I
Oh, that's
bake cakes.
interesting. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to have you again. This is Julie and Nyiko, and we are in Palabra Podcast Corner. And today, as always, we have a very special guest, and I'm not alone as a presenter. I have my favorite person with me, Z. Z, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you,
I'm
Nyiko?
great. It's good to work with you again.
It's finally good to be back again. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Zinhle Kambule Yena Masibutsana Wajagwana Mo
Of course,
Palaborwa.
of course.
Thank you for having me.
That's nice. I used to regard myself as the hottest guy in Palabra.
Is it?
Unfortunately, I didn't win an award for that. But
But
then,
we.
I still feel like I still hold the title. I haven't
Hopefully
seen
you do.
competition. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest. She is a musician. She has so many things that we're going to talk about today. I don't want to say all these things. I want you guys to hear it from her. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Reboni in the house. Hi, Reboni.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
It's good to have you
Thank you
in
for the
Palabra.
opportunity.
Yes, Podcast Corner. So, can you please tell us about yourself for those people who might not know who Reboni is?
Okay. First of all, thank you for having me and thank you for the opportunity again. Reboni is known as Reboni Mkondwani. Yes. But my stage name is Reboni M. I'm a musician, I'm a businesswoman. I'm also a married woman and a mother of 3. And yeah, I was born and raised in Palabora, in Namakgale to be specific. And I just grew up singing. I had my studies and my career at some stage. And yeah, but currently I'm a businesswoman and a singer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's great. So, for
Yes.
those of you who do not know, Palabora is one of the towns in South Africa that is very hot in so many things. We have hot people. We also have the best musicians in town. So, yeah, we are going to hear a lot of that that's coming up. Z?
Okay. Talking about your music life, what actually inspired you to become a singer? Like, where did it all begin?
It all began when I was around 8 years old. That was a long time ago. I am actually born into a family that sings. In our family, the ladies or the girls should sing.
It's a must.
And the males or the gentlemen should play an instrument. So yeah, I have brothers and sisters who, some of us also, I mean, some of them also chose the music career. So growing up, I attended Sunday school at Church in Namakgale. And my brother, Joe Mahali, is actually the one who introduced me to music. I didn't even attend Sunday school. I just rushed to go and sing in the worship team. But I attended, I think, 1 month or 2 in the Sunday school. And I felt they didn't sing enough. So I went straight to the worship team. I joined the worship team at a very early age. And my brother is the one who mentored me into music. He taught me a lot of things. First of all, he told me that I'm not the only singer, only good singer around Palaboro and around the world. So that sinked in. And he taught me to be humble always and respect other singers. So I grew up singing there, and then at some stage later, I had my first album in 2005. It was a studio based album or recorded album. And I took a break until recently. I recorded live in 2023 last year, around July, and the album will be released soon. So I can say, in short, my brother is the one who inspired me to go into music.
So it's basically your mentor.
He is my mentor.
That's nice. So Joe
Yes.
Mohale is the name.
Yes, Joe
That's
Mohale.
awesome. That's
Yes.
awesome. You mentioned something interesting that he said to you, that you should always remember or note that you are not the only singer. Why do you
Yes.
think that is important?
I think that is important so that I don't look down on other musicians. There are good musicians out there. I shouldn't, and we are gifted differently. So that one might be singing with a high note, I might be a low note, and we need to just respect each other. Yes.
So along your musical journey, let's just leave the part where you started being an official singer. So like, when did you realize that singing was actually your calling?
Um, as I was singing in church, and as you know, that a lot of famous musicians, for example, the idols singers, all of them started in church. Most of them started in church. So as I was singing in church, I realized that this is actually a calling for me. If you can sing and someone gets healed, and someone gets, answers that they were looking for through your song, because I believe I'm a prophetic singer. So yeah, that for me, was the thing. So the recording and all that came later. But first of all, I realized I have a calling in my life. Some are preachers, some are teachers, but I'm called to be a worshiper.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen to that.
So, Reboni, I want us to play a little game, right?
Yeah.
But this is just to get to know more of the people that you like or that
Okay.
inspired you.
All right.
So, I'm going to give you two names,
All right.
gospel artists,
Yeah.
and then you're going to pick one.
Okay.
So, each and every time I give you two names, you just tell me who's the remaining.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Okay, we have Rebecca Malopi and Deborah.
Rebecca Malopi.
Okay. Solima Shangu and Keke.
Soli Mahlangu.
Okay. Um, Lundi and Winnie Mashaba.
Winnie Mashaba.
Okay. Winnie Mashaba and Neizimo.
Neizimo. May
Okay.
his soul rest in
May his
peace.
soul
Yes,
rest in peace.
of
Yes.
course. All right. Let's make it more interesting.
Yeah.
Joya Celebration and Worship House.
It's a tough one.
This is a tough one because I was a member of Worship House at
Exactly.
some stage.
Exactly.
Sure. Can
Yeah.
I skip that one?
So you're choosing both.
Yeah,
I'm choosing both on that one.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get last names.
Okay.
Dr. Dumi or Benjamin Dube.
Sure. Yeah, that's a tough one as well because I love all of them.
Yeah.
But let me say Dr. Tumi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Hey,
from Limpopo as well. So.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Bishop siyakuthanda. Sikuthanda kakhulu.
Yeah. Simthanda kakhulu,
Okay,
Bishop.
that is
Yeah,
interesting. It is
yeah.
really good to know this. So, you've mentioned that as you were telling us about yourself. I think you've mentioned your husband or that you're married.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that? What role do you think your husband plays in supporting your music and things like that?
Okay. First of all, when he married me, he always knew the kind of gift that I have, or rather talent, and as a result, he helped me. He actually asked me what I want to do. Do I just want to sing in church, or do I want to take this music career forward, or what do I need? What do I want to do? So I told him, at the moment I'm comfortable with singing in church. However, one day I feel I need to do something, and he supported me in that regard. He supported me financially, just to be specific, and also, the overall support with the kids and all that. So yeah, he understood what I want to do. Because it's important, before you get married to someone, you need to discuss this kind of thing so that you don't surprise each other when you stay together. Yeah. Yeah.
So as Nyiko was talking about the support that you had from your husband and your family, what challenges were you facing or you still facing as an artist?
Um, Challenges like in the family or
As an artist.
as an artist. in the industry. Okay. I think some of the challenges will be okay. As artists, we travel. And sometimes we stay up until late. They tell you, okay, you have this function or this gig, and you're going to be number 2 on the list. And somehow you are number 10. And at home, you told them, I usually tell my husband, I'm going to this place because I still need to respect him, even though he's not an artist. Tell him I'm going to this place. Somehow I'm trying to get his permission. And I will also tell him I'll be back by, let's say, 10 o'clock p.m. And when there are some changes there and there, I need to call him and say, you know what, I thought I was number 2 on the list, but I'm actually number 10. So I'll be home late. So yeah, those are some of the challenges. And again, as an artist, the challenges that we face is that, for example, around Palabora, we, as artists, we are not really united. Everyone is doing their own thing, and I feel like, at some stage we can be united and support each other, even though we don't really know each other that well, but we need to try and reach out to everyone, in the same pool, and say, guys, let's support each other. Because when I do my own thing, I don't support my sister, I don't support my brother. There's many kinds of support that you can give to. If I get a gig and they tell me we are looking for a male artist, I need to look around Palabora and say, there's a male artist that I know, please. There's Nyiko there, and please invite him. Yeah, I think those are some of the challenges, and also, in church, as an artist or as a worshipper, if we can learn to respect each other's gifts. There are people who, Sako Shagel Role, they sing, they worship God, they praise their God. And you come from school, you learned music, please try to respect that one who did not go to school, because we are all, praising God. Yes, I don't have to sing like you because you are from school, or you got better exposure somewhere. So you need to respect your fellow worship, because people get hurt, especially in the worshiping team. You just surprised someone doesn't want to sing anymore because the other one is either laughing at them or they're undermining them. When they start a song, the other one doesn't like it. They look the other way. Those things are very difficult. So those are some of the challenges that we meet as gospel artists. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, that's really interesting. That's
Yeah.
really interesting. And I think it not only affects Palabora per
Yeah.
se, it affects the nation as a whole.
Yes.
So if we could have a very united front as musicians,
Yeah.
including myself. I'm not a musician.
You just love music.
Yes, yes, yes. I think that would be really awesome.
Yes.
So, Reboni, outside of music,
Yeah.
are there other passions that you are pursuing? Are there other maybe skills that you're good at?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
I'm multi-talented.
Okay. Okay.
I bake.
Okay.
Okay, I own a restaurant and I bake. I
Oh, that's
bake cakes.
interesting. Nice.
Yes, I
Okay.
bake cakes. Sure.
Mm.
It's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm also a good speaker, as you can see.
Yeah.
A good speaker. So, so one day I'll hold a women's conference.
Nice.
And yeah, I think that those are the ones I can highlight for now.
That's great.
Yeah,
What's
and
your
I'm also
favorite dish?
planning to study something else that I
Okay.
will reveal
Awesome,
later, and
awesome.
other business opportunities that I will reveal once they are done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
On the note of you
Yeah.
being a cook, or
Yeah.
yes, I'll just say that. What's your favorite dish?
Uh, lamb shank
Okay.
and mashed potatoes.
Mm,
Yes, even my husband knows that one.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, what what do you think makes gospel music different from other music genres?
Um, I think gospel music is different in a sense that there is healing. There's a healing process in the music, in the gospel music. I'll talk on the side of women because I'm a woman. As women, we go through a lot, things that we don't even talk about. We just shut ourselves in the room and we start crying, you know. So gospel music is actually based on the word of God as well. So we are just interpreting the word of God in a way of a song or of singing. So for me, it heals the heart, and yeah, people just get healed when they listen to gospel, and they also realize the love of God on their lives. So yeah, that's all I can say. Worldly music, yes, it's good for dancing and all that, you know, I'm a piano and all that. But gospel music, it will take you through a healing process. Yeah, that you know you can experience in your life.
Okay.
Yeah.
But outside of gospel, what genre would you say you sometimes listen to or you like?
Having teenagers in my house, I listen to amapiano.
Okay, okay.
And I love amapiano. I'm not a good dancer. I'm not a good dancer, but yeah, my daughters can dance better than me. But I enjoy listening to you know,
Amapiano.
as long as they don't insult us in that specific song, I listen to it. So I love amapiano.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I think we are talented as a nation. That's we've produced something special in Amapiano. That is nice. So, to aspiring singers or musicians, what advice would you give them or give to them?
I would say that first they need to identify the kind of music that they want to sing, because even in the gospel music world, you have different kind of music. You have African gospel. You have those English nice songs. So first you need to check where you are gifted. Like with me, my brother just told me straight that I'm not good with. I'm a chorus, like the
Okay,
fast songs.
okay,
I need to dwell more on worshiping songs. So I do sing, you know, choruses or praise songs, but I know I'm good with worshiping songs.
Nice, okay.
So yeah, they need to identify that, and if they want to take it as a career as well. So if you want to take it as a career, you need to investigate more. You need to do your research and understand this world so that you don't get hurt after. You know, you sign yourself with this specific company only to find out that you only get 5% of you know, your music. So you need to understand how it works. It's not like church where you just stand up and sing, you know. So when you go into that career, you need to go in there with your eyes wide open.
All right. So, Reboni, from what you've said, there are two questions that I want to ask, but I'm just going to focus on one right now. Do you think that singers should be paid in church?
Um, I will explain a little bit before I give you a straight answer. We have people who are serving full time in the church. Like, okay, let me focus on musicians, but remember we have also ushers and everyone who's also contributing. Yes, but you have those musicians, especially the ones who are playing a certain instrument. You know, as a church, that we only have maybe two keyboard players. If all of them have funerals somewhere or they have other commitments, there's no one, you know, to play in the church. So I believe that those kind of people who are full time, they don't just come and go. I believe those, especially those who are not employed somewhere. I believe the church should appreciate them somehow, even if they're not giving them, you know, a monthly salary. But I believe for the brother or the sister to sit there and wear a clean white shirt, at least maybe the church can just, give them a little, something. Yeah, so I think like that. And why am I saying that? If this kind of a person is also appreciated, without us Bazalwane saying God bless you only. If the person feels that they are appreciated, they will also commit themselves to be there. You won't have a Sunday where you don't have a keyboard player. Because if I'm a keyboard player and I'm not appreciated or getting paid, if I want to go and play at another church next week, I can do that. Yes, I'm free. I can do that. I'm here to serve anyone. I can go to that church and play. Next week, I go to this one. But you have those people who are full time and they are not employed. During the week, they practice how to play a keyboard or a guitar. And on Sunday, they are there. So I feel maybe the churches should start looking at those kind of people. But you have those that, they have their jobs on the side, but they are also, committed in the church. You might not give them a monthly salary, but once in a while throw a party or give them gifts, just to show that, you appreciate them. Yes, this God bless you thing should actually come to an end because, yeah, but otherwise, no. I believe that category of people who are committed, not working at all, no business, nothing, they're just committed to this specific church. I believe the church should look at those people.
Interesting. But then again, churches are not the same. So, what do you think? Do you think all churches should? And when I say they're not the same, I mean in terms of income. Or you find that there's a church in a village, and then there are people who play there. So, how does a church maybe in a village uh, get to pay people like that? I don't know if it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. It does make sense. I believe, okay, let's say the church is in the village and maybe even the pastor himself is not paid, that much. I believe that if it's me, I'm a singer, and after church you give me 50 rands to go and buy a cold drink or buy lunch for myself, that little money says a lot. Yes, even that 10 rands what I can buy bread, it means a lot. So it doesn't really have to be much, but just show appreciation to this kind of people. Yeah, yeah. Yes, maybe just to explain further, if you allow. Even as us as musicians, maybe we're still coming there. As musicians or full-time musician, in some of the places, if I'm invited in a village, I don't expect much, from that church. Like a church in the city that is, So you can't be going there. You can see they don't even have the bathrooms. They don't have, you can see the windows are not there, but you come there and you expect this much money. It shouldn't work like that. You need to look at the situations and say, okay, here I can even come and sing for free. Yeah, so that's how it should be, I believe. Yeah.
I love how thoughtful you are.
Also,
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like this is something that
Yeah.
God has put aside for you because
true,
he looked at your
true.
heart and he looked at your desires.
Exactly.
And then he thought, this my child deserves this. I'm very much impressed with what you said. And
Awesome.
I'm a very nosy person. So do you have any upcoming performances or projects that we should be excited to check out?
Yes, as I've already mentioned, I have an upcoming album, and it's called God for Us. It will be released soon, around March, let's say mid-March, if everything goes well. And I will also be doing the launch for the very same album. And everyone is invited in Palabora. Yes. Yes. So the days of
Exactly. We're gonna be there.
Yes. So, yeah, the advert will go out soon, and yeah, the information will be there. And I'm also invited to a concert, gospel concert, around May. And also the poster will be out soon, and I'll be ministering there. Yes.
An amazing opportunity.
Yeah.
From the places that you've ever performed in, which one would you say is outstanding for you? What's one remarkable performance that you've ever had?
Um, there are, sure, it's quite a lot of places.
Just
Uh,
one that ingakhomagala.
I can say every time when I visit the churches around,
Oh, okay.
especially when I sing in the churches around Palabora,
Okay.
I get this excitement.
Sure, sure.
I feel that I'm honoring people and people are honoring me.
That's beautiful.
So I've sang in several churches, and I'll talk about the latest
Yes.
one. I sang at Full Gospel Lulekani.
Nice.
And yeah, that was, I think, 31st December. Yes, I think that was my latest. So there, the apostle in the church said that I should be free, because sometimes when we sing, we feel we are taking time and you end up not flowing the way you are supposed to flow. So in the church, the flow was just amazing. So yeah, that is outstanding for me.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yes.
Great to hear.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So-
oh, sorry, Full Gospel Kingdom Diplomats.
Oh, yes.
It's called.
Oh,
Yeah,
of
I might be
course.
losing some people when I say.
It's KDC.
Yes,
Okay.
KDC. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
So obviously, being a gospel singer means that you're a Christian. So what do you think gospel music has? Like, what kind of impact do you think it has on people who listen to it, like emotionally and spiritually?
I think it will go back, and you said something very important. Being born again is also important to sing gospel music while you are born again, because you you will need to be receiving revelations. You're not different from an apostle, a teacher, a preacher. You are not different from pastors. What you are singing, you also need to get a revelation, because there might be someone who needs a breakthrough in that specific audience. So sometimes you can even, with me, sometimes I rehearse a song, but when I get to the stage, I feel, no, let me change the song and sing this other one. So it means it will have an impact on someone. It means someone was waiting for that specific song. So yeah, I think, like I said before, it will bring healing, mostly healing, because yeah, people go through a lot. Yeah, siyagowisha nje every day. Siyagowisha. Siyagowisha. Yes.
So it's possible to sing gospel while you're not born again.
It is possible. It is possible, but according to me, it's not beneficial. You need to know Christ, the Christ that you are singing about. You need to know Him. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
It really has been a nice talk.
Yeah.
You've answered all the questions that I have.
Exactly.
Right now, I'm just thinking, what can I bring? What can I
told you
hit
I'm a
you
good
with?
speaker.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because she answers most questions. But there's one
Yes.
question we didn't ask.
Okay.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
But it's about her personal life.
Okay.
No problem.
So you have a very supportive husband, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And how do you support what he does?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
nice.
okay. No, that's a good question. Thank you for the question. My husband is in the corporate world. He's not a singer like me, but he's also a preacher. And the way I support him as a wife, and which I will also give advice to every woman or every wife out there is that when your husband comes back home, you need to create an environment that will make him feel better, because wherever they are, they meet challenges, they go through a lot. So as a wife, you mustn't also add on top of the problems that he had from work, and you are also, immediately when you come, I talk, but when my husband comes home, I keep quiet and I ask him, how was your day? And he will tell me, and then I see how I can help him, comfort him if if he had this problem at work, then I need to just, comfort him, I don't have to be putting more things. And there's no grocery. This one did this to me today. And we don't have to do that. Or yesterday, remember you did this. No. Just create an environment where he knows tomorrow he will be able to wake up, go and work for his family again. So on the side of a preacher as well, when he's invited to preach, I give him that space so he can prepare. Because you need to prepare. When you're going to preach, you need to prepare. So I give him that space, and I check if he needs anything. And then I just give him that support. So yeah, that's basically how I support him. And moreover, I pray for him as well. Yeah.
It's-
You can't be a burden. Yeah.
that's really nice. So that those things about musicians that other people might feel go, hey, these are bad things about musicians, right? Okay, I'll give an example. You'll correct me. You're the musician here. Especially in musicians who play. Most people will say that gospel musicians don't really care much about the gospel. They care much about playing. So that's why maybe you'll find in church, after playing, they go out. They don't stay in for the word and things like that. So that's just one thing about musicians. So do you think there are other things that are bad habits that might be surrounding musicians and that you would advise most musicians to shy away from?
Um, I think, yeah, I like what you mentioned already, because that's what I've observed as well. Because these people are talented. We can't all play that piano. We can't all play that guitar. He's the only one. Do you know, when he's not there, I am stressed. So, but those little habits are not good, especially the one that you mentioned, that they will play after that, be it in a wedding or in church. After that, they disappear. And they will come back. Sometimes we go and look for them outside to say, the preacher is done, please come back. So those are bad habits. And another thing is pride. Maybe if I have to go deeper a little bit. We will remember that the devil, who was he called? The devil. Before he, Lucifer. Yeah, he was at some stage Lucifer, and then yes, Lucifer was a worshipper himself. So, and he realized what worship did to God. And he wanted this now to come to him, to himself. So that thing is, after he was chased and kicked out of heaven, he will not rest, because he knows the power of worship, he knows the power of praise. He will not rest. He will always come in between these musicians and install this pride, to say, I can only sing that song better than whoever. And sometimes I don't go to church. I know they won't be able to sing that specific song. When I'm not there, the pastor won't be able to preach. Pride kills, the children of God, or rather the musicians. So those kind of behaviors are not good for the body of Christ. So we need to be humble. We need to be committed, fully committed to the church. We need to know Christ above all. We need to know Christ. We will understand. We will behave ourselves, because really we sometimes we don't behave. I will not speak otherwise for our fellow musicians. Sometimes we do not behave. So we need to get to a point where we are matured and understand that we are not actually singing for ourselves. We are singing for God. It's God who gave us these voices that we are using. So we need to behave. When you play in church, you also listen to the word of God. You don't play with your cell phone. You only look at your cell phone if you are opening a verse or you are answering an important message. But you don't go to Facebook when you're supposed to listen to the word of God, because it is as important. People won't listen to you, but you don't want to listen to others. Yeah, so those are some of the behaviors that we don't or need to condone in church. Yeah.
Let's get out of gospel, eh?
Yeah.
Konjo, you said the other favorite genre is what?
I'm a piano.
Amapiano. Okay, no. I want us to show the people that you and I are very old, ne?
Yes.
What other favorite artists do you have? And I want one song in particular that goes way back outside of gospel.
Whitney Houston.
Okay.
And I
Of course.
will always love you. I
Please go on.
will always love you.
Nice.
Yes,
Nice.
I think, those are some of the songs that.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
Yeah. They're very
Do you know
old
these
now.
people?
She doesn't know them.
Yo.
Don't know any of them.
Yeah.
Sure, nice. My favorite here in South Africa would be TKZ.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You don't know TKZ?
Yes,
No, I don't.
We must get you to school, We must school you.
TKZ. Yo,
I
the
thought I was
late
old.
Mendoza.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
it's a lot of them.
I think I know Mendoza.
You know Mendoza?
Yeah.
Those were great times. Those were great times.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yes.
yes, Reboni, it was really nice engaging with you,
Okay.
getting to know you, and getting to know what you are preparing for us, preparing for South Africa. And we really cannot wait. We really cannot wait to hear more of the gift that you have. So thank you very much for honoring Palabra Podcast Corner. And we believe we're going to have you again very soon.
Yes, definitely. I
Probably
will be back.
after the launch.
Yes.
We need to have you again.
Yes.
Awesome.
I will avail myself.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Siyabonga.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So whoever's watching this, please make sure to keep an eye out on her social media. Do you have any social media platforms?
Yeah.
Yes, I have. He has already mentioned that I'm old, so I need to just check.
Yeah.
I need to check. And
I was
will
gonna
be-
remind you.
But I'm sure it's in most of your. Okay, are you on Facebook?
Okay, on Facebook, that's an easy one, Reboni Mkondwane. And on Instagram, it's Rebon _ EM. And on YouTube, it's Reboni space M, Reboni M. And TikTok, Reboni M01. Yeah.
I hope that you heard. Please like, follow, subscribe, add as a friend, whatever it is that you have to do. Please let's give all the support that's needed. If you're from Palabra and you're watching this, please make sure to check out whatever it is that she's going to be posting and keep an eye out on the launch that's going to be coming soon, because we're also going to be there, right?
Yes, of course.
I'm so excited.
Well, thank you for tuning in, South Africa. So make sure to follow us on YouTube, subscribe and follow Palabra Podcast Corner. And you can also find us on Facebook.
And we would love to give a shout out to Photo Flooded Productions for sponsoring this show. Thank you so very much. And the man behind the camera, Mr. Sequela, and our brother, Mr. Nyiko. That was it from us. Thank you for watching.